Lord, it is high. Man, it is high. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we should be live. Let me know. I'm going to give it a couple seconds. And before we even say anything, let's say this. It is 230 degrees here in Miami, Florida. We're about to start the stream, but let's give it a couple seconds. And let me drink some water just so I don't dehydrate like SpongeBob. Oof. Son of a bitch. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Ah, got him. And we are officially live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, welcome to Showtime for all of you watching around the world. Welcome to the main show today on the Whiskey Reaper channel. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Reaper, and today we are officially going to be showing you five duds of whiskey that you shouldn't buy. I'm just joking. I will be showing you five must-have whiskeys on this stream. First one on the stream in the chat room was officially Ethan. Ethan gets a shout out. And also for all of you watching, there is a lot of other members that are here. And if you haven't got that membership in the chat room, there's a way you can get it. Click that link, just like King Thor, just like Ethan has a membership, just like April has a membership, just like Farm Kitty. And a lot of you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off the stream by showing you something nice. Now, I have five whiskeys. If I was to go back in time, if I was literally to go back in time and tell myself, you know what, don't buy those Basil Haydens, just buy these. Don't buy those bullets. Don't buy those bullet whiskeys, just buy these. Don't buy those Blue Run whiskeys, just buy these. I could keep on going, you understand? If there was five whiskeys that I should definitely just have in my collection, well, there's a lot of whiskeys you should have, but we're only going to talk about five whiskeys on this stream. Now, I don't have it in the stream yet. We're going to be putting on the stream, so stay tuned. But I have to talk about something, too. I don't know what it is, but yes. Look at what we got here. Ladies and gentlemen, I did end up spending a little bit of money this weekend. And for some of you, let me talk about this for some of you. Ladies and gentlemen, what makes a man happy sometimes is spending a little bit of change. For some reason, I'm getting so old. And for some of you, you guys already know, for all of you watching, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's dark. Yes, it's dark. It's hot. It's real. We're number one. Let's say this. Sometimes when you get old and you buy something, I don't know what it is. Does this ever happen to you? If you guys are old, only old people do this. Only old people do this. Only old people do that. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I think maybe I'm just getting old. Every item you get, has it ever happened? You ever be around the grandpa or oldie, and you give it to him, all of a sudden, has that ever happened to any of you? Ladies and gentlemen, for some reason, it's starting to happen to me. I'm starting to do that. I don't understand why. But the point of the matter is, let's talk about this real quick. This weekend, it's been so hot. Look at how hot it is. My hand is literally sweating on the stream. Look at my hand. It is literally sweating on the stream. We are officially live. I'm getting a little bit of sun. I had to put a hat on because I don't want to get a black neck. Over here, look at this. My hands are sweating. This is how hot it is. So what I ended up doing this weekend, I said, you know what? I want to spend some money. But I have everything. Why would I want to spend so much money if I have everything? And I realized, you know what? Last time I spent money, I spent only a little bit. I think a little bit of money is good. A total of this, and this by all, we're going to talk about this. This is a whiskey glass. I spent only 24, 25 bucks on this. It's pretty crazy. It comes with two of them. It comes with two of them. And for some of you, I'm going to open it up now. But this was 25 bucks. And then this was $30. Now you're probably wondering, this is a whiskey. What you about to show me, Reaper? I thought you were going to show us 5 whiskeys. Yes, I'm going to show you 5 whiskeys, but let's get into it. You know, we can't skip first base. We got to go to first base, second base, and then we can skip. Once we get to second base, we can skip home, baby. Don't worry, we can skip home. But the point of the matter is, I want to show you this because it might inspire some of you to actually do this. I know some of you want to buy boats. Some of you want to buy expensive fragrances. Some of you ladies want to buy those high heels. Some of you ladies want to buy those nice dresses, right? Nice dresses, right? Some of you want to buy a brand new car. A lot of you have different things you need to buy or want to buy. A lot of wants in the chat room, right? If you haven't already, do me a favor. Hit that like button if you haven't. I know many of you haven't hit it. So just tap the screen. If you're watching from your phone, tap the screen. Tap the screen a couple times. Tap the screen a couple times. If you haven't hit that like button, tap that screen. I wonder all the time, why do old men always touching it? Is it that they don't believe it's real? Is it that they don't believe it's real? Whenever I get an item, they touch it. And I wonder why they do that. I never understood it. I remember my grandfather, he did that a couple times. Every time I went to the furniture store, my grandfather, he would touch the wood on the furniture. Like, what the hell is this guy doing? Why is he doing it? I know many of you oldies, you're getting to my age. That's what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to open up both of these, and then we're going to show you the 5 whiskeys that you must definitely have in your collection, right? Must buy whiskeys. 5 must-buy whiskeys. I will be showing you 5 must-buy whiskeys. But before we do that, let's put this aside. Before we do that, let's put this aside. There's a reason why I'm showing you guys this, yes? 5 must-buy whiskeys. All right, before we do 5 must-buy whiskeys, let's open this up. I want to show you this, and maybe it'll look good on the stream. Let's show it. I'm getting bit up by this mosquito again. Pop, 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 pop. Got him. Pop, 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 pop. Got him. Over here. April says, with a $2 super chat, why do you touch it, Reaper? Why do you touch it? That's the thing. I don't understand. Why do I do that? Why do I do this? It's almost like I want to make sure that it's real. I don't know, but I'm turning into an old man. Have you ever been around an old man? He touches everything. I don't understand. Maybe it's a thing when you get older. You start doing that. You don't even realize it. I know many of you have been around old men to do that. Like they're ready to buy a new car, and they go like that. They touch the new car. Like, it's a real car, man. Anyways, the point of the matter is, look, let's start opening this, all right? And when we open this, it's going to be a doozy. I can't wait to open this. And for some of you, you don't have to spend $100. You don't have to spend like $200. You know what? Spend the $200 if you want to. But to me, right now, currently in the stage of age that I am, right? I'm almost 40. I'm almost 40, right? I'm almost 40. I'm an old dude. I think spending like $30 makes me happy. Putting $20 of gas doesn't make me happy. But going to the store and finding something like this, a whiskey glass for 25 bucks, it makes me happy. Let's open this up. It's nice. Look at how beautiful it is. Real nice. It's exceptional. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I like it. Look at that. Beautiful. Nice finish. Honestly, everything I want in a glass. Looks really nice. Now, this only costed me just a little bit of dollar bills. And at the end of the day, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, look, I'm just happy to spend a little bit of money, okay, on just a glass, and this makes me happy. I know many of you, there's a lot of things that make you happy, but the glass, you have to understand. I think if you spend a little bit of money, you should be happy, reluctant to be able to purchase something so nice for a good price. And again, I will be using this on the stream. I can't wait to use this. Now, talking about a fragrance. Woo! Woo! Yes, yes. Can't wait to talk about this. This is for the fragrance community and for the whiskey community. Whiskey community, if you do see my hands, sweating my hands off. By the way, April Neal, first super chatter today. April Neal, thank you so much. April Neal, first super chatter today. And I appreciate each and every one of you watching. Each and every one of you watching, I appreciate you. And you're probably wondering, I thought you said, Reaper, not to buy eternity. I said not to buy eternity, the green one. I said the green one is the worst fragrance ever invented by them. Anyways, now that we're showing this, I have to say, it is so hot out here. It is honestly so hot out here that I had to buy this. Now you're probably wondering, what you went to, Macy's? You guys already know if I have a glass. If I have a glass, you guys already see the glass, right? You see the glass? So I was hunting this weekend. I went again. I've been telling you guys, I've been going to a couple stores looking for glasses. I went again to 4 stores. 4 stores. I broke my back. Broke my back this weekend. Okay? I broke my oof. I think I broke my meat too. Point of the matter is, I ended up finding this at the first store that I went to, and I didn't have to. As a matter of fact, was it the first store? Yeah. I think it was the first store I went to. I found this in the first store I went to, and I bought it. But I said, you know what? Let me just keep on looking. Let me keep on looking for another glass. I went to a couple of the stores, and then that's where I found this bad boy. Now you're probably wondering, yes, why are you showing me a fragrance on this stream when this stream is 5 whiskeys that I must have? 5 whiskeys you must have. You're showing me juice that you're supposed to spray on your body. I'm going to tell you this. There's a reason why I'm showing you this. Let's open this up. Well, yeah, look at that. Look at this. Yes, yes, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I officially had to buy this because it is so cold. It is so cold. Oof, I mean hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot out here, baby. So I had to buy this. And for some of you watching, guess how much I paid for this? I paid $30 for this son of a gun. $30 for this son of a gun. This thing cost, I went to another store earlier when I went to buy this. So we bought this, right? Oof. We bought this, right? Boom. Went to another store after that. And the other store I went to, they had this one, this fragrance they had for $130, man. $130 they had this for. $130 at the retail store, and I said, what? $130? I said, forget it. I sprayed another one on my body that wasn't this, and I wanted to test it out. When I went to the second store, to buy glasses because I said, you know what? Maybe there's some cool glasses, right? This is a cool glass, but maybe there's some cool glasses in the other store. So I went to the other store and come to find out, I found this. They had this for $30 when the other retail store had this. Other retail store had for $130. And you're probably wondering, Reaper, why are you showing me a fragrance? I'm showing you a fragrance because when you're drinking whiskeys, right, you sweat. And if you're sweating, you don't want to smell like a pig. Now, if you're a pig, I don't think if you're a pig, ain't no fragrance going to help you out. All right, start working out, start doing some hygiene. If you're a pig, a fragrance cannot help you out. It's just going to mask. It's like walking around. It's like giving a pig a mask, you know what I mean? Like, it's a pig still. Still got a smell to it. But the point of the matter is, this is Eternity Aqua. And the reason why I've been using it, and you can tell it's a little bit down. I've been using this, and I've been enjoying this, right? Been using it, and I've been enjoying it. This doesn't last me a long time. It lasts me about 3 hours, but you guys know when I'm doing streams, I go in and out of the house buying stuff for all of you. Mainly meats, mainly foods, and mainly things, right? So I do have a lot of things that I do on a routine. So this helps out a lot. And I like this. So far, I use it this weekend. I really like it a lot. Point of the matter is, why am I showing this? Because I want to make sure that all of you do buy a good fragrance. Buy a good fragrance, even if it's cheap. I'm so sick and tired of using my expensive fragrances because it's so freaking hot. It is honestly so hot out here. I don't even know how to tell you that my personal opinion to you is it is so hot that right now, currently, after this stream, I'm going to have to take a shower. I don't even think I'm going to be able to drink any of these whiskeys. It's so hot out here. It's insane. But anyways, the point of the matter is, if some of you not into whiskeys, if you're not into whiskeys and you like fragrances, or if you're into whiskeys and you want a good fragrance, this is something I would recommend. Eternity for Men. Aqua. Now, women, I think women can wear this. The women that like manly fragrances, I think they can wear this. I don't see a bad thing about this, but I do like the fact that this fragrance is $30, and I did buy it at the store. When I went to the store, I wasn't going to buy this, but I saw it at the checkout. I was going to the checkout line. I was buying something at the checkout, and then boom, I saw this next to the checkout for $30. So how much did I spend here? The glasses, $25. $30, a total of about $55 for a good experience and a good time. I do recommend any of you that are into whiskeys, definitely. I'm not sponsored by Calvin Klein. I'm sponsored by you. Yes, Be Young, Mr. Member, Ash, Member, April, member, and all my members. You are the reason why we show these things. I show you the things that I like and show you the things that I do. Point of the matter is, it's a great fragrance. And I do recommend many of you, if you do buy this, don't expect this to last 10 hours. It's a good spray to have when you walk out inside the house, in and out of the house. I kind of understand now why women spray body splash in their car, because women, they got a certain aroma. They got a fishy aroma sometimes in this heat. So I understand. But for us, gentlemen, we don't have no fishy aroma. We just have musk, right? Mainly musk. And at the end of the day, you don't want to smell like grass. You don't want to smell like sweat. So get yourself a good fragrance. And I'm just going to say, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Eternity Aqua. That is it. Eternity Aqua. Anyways, we showed that. Now it's finally time for us. It's time finally to show. Let's finally show, yes? Finally show our items, our 5 whiskeys, yes? And if you guys want to note, it is called Final Touch, lead-free crystal glass, handcrafted for whiskeys. It is a 2-set. I can't wait to use this. Can't wait to use this. Titanium reinforced, real nice, real nice. All right, so on the stream, I'm going to be showing you five whiskeys that are must-have. Oh, man. What a good fragrance. What a good fragrance. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Good to see Bob Lips Whiskey. Okay. So there's gonna be 5 whiskeys, okay? Now these are 5 whiskeys that you should definitely, if I can tell you, if I go back in time, just tell myself just buy these. I tell myself just buy these. Then maybe if I get carried away, I buy more. If I went back in time. So let's start with the first one. Now for some of you, probably, you don't even think I'm going to put this one on the first one, but it is. Wild Turkey, yes. What kind of Wild Turkey you think I'm going to put on the stream? Wild Turkey, one of my favorite Wild Turkeys. And for some of you, you're probably going to not understand why I'm saying this. I'm just going to say this right now. For all of you watching, this is going to be 5 whiskeys, right? 5 whiskeys, definitely that you should officially must have. All right, let's start off the stream by doing the first one. Bing bang, bing bang. Wild Turkey, Kentucky Spirit. This is a single barrel. To me, this is better. By the way, it's so hot, Be Young. In the chat room, everybody's saying that it's not too hot for. It's so hot. It's so hot out here. I don't think you guys understand how hot it is. It is so hot, it feels like you just put your oven in 450 or 425 and you just opened up the oven. When I open up my back sliding door, I open it up, it feels like an oven just coming in the house. I'm living right now in the oven. I'm like a lobster getting cooked up at 420. Point of the matter is, let's start talking about it. Yes? Wild Turkey, if you like this stream so far, hit that like button. So, Wild Turkey will be the #1 whiskey that I'm going to show. This to me, here we go, let's say it. You can say whatever you want to, but this to me is better than Blanton's. A lot better than Blanton's. Even if I went back in time and I told myself, buy this, I would probably still buy a Blanton's. Back in the days, a long time ago, when Blanton's was about $50-some, I would have still bought it just because. Point of the matter is, these are 5 whiskeys, and this is the first one. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this, Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit, is because for some reason, I always enjoy this bottle. This is just a great vanilla, creamy vanilla bottle, and the best part of this bottle is, most of them are single barrel, and not only that, there's a warehouse over here. If you see the warehouse over here, Warehouse G. Yes, oof, I almost dropped it. Oof. There we go, dropping it. Warehouse G, right? Now, the best part about these is, this is another thing I want to say. I love the fact that these over here, it's like an NSYNC song. It's like an NSYNC song, right? It's like an NSYNC song. You don't know what part the other dude is going to sing, but you just know that's going to be good, right? It's like, man, it's an NSYNC song. What dude in the group is going to be singing this part? It's like that. It's like when you get a Wild Turkey, it's like, who's the dude going to be singing the part? Is it going to be Justin Timberlake? Who is it going to be? And that's what it is sometimes with these Wild Turkeys. They have different warehouses. So this warehouse, TYRG, single barrel. And this is, to me, okay, something to have. Now, I will say, let's talk about this real quick. Wild Turkey has a lot of different ones. I wanted to put Russell's in here, but I can't put just Wild Turkey in here. You understand what I mean? The Russell's is great, but if there was one that I can tell myself, Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. So let's start by putting this over here. So we got to start it. We got to start it. Wild Turkey. Now the next one I'm about to put bang. Here go next one I'm about to put. Now, for some of you, you're probably not going to be able to buy this, unfortunately. Now, let me explain to you. And some of you probably don't know, but I will tell you. If you buy this bottle, you're going to be let down on the first sip. I don't care what you say. You can say whatever you want to. When you buy this bottle, you're going to be let down on the first sip. When you start getting down to about here on the neck, you're going to say, why did I buy this? Why did this guy recommend this to me? It's so bad. It's not good. It's not worth it. This is just whatever. I'd rather take the other Old Foresters. And that's where you messed up. Ladies and gentlemen, there's just some whiskeys. There's just some whiskeys that need some airtime. What does it mean, airtime? Well, there's some whiskeys out there that you buy that have a lot of proofing, right? Now, this you might not think is a lot of proofing because most of us are used to high proofs. But this is 100 proof. And for a Scotch drinker, this is a lot of, anybody that drinks Scotch, this is a lot of heat. 50% ABV, 100 proof. This is a lot of heat. This is a lot of heat for a lot of people. Some people can't handle this. I don't know why. But the point of the matter is, this over here, Old Forester, 1924 is a must-have. You have to have this. If I went back in time and I told myself, look, just forget about getting those rare ones. This is a hard rare one to find. If you find it, this is the one you need to get. If you find it, get it. This is one definitely you must have. Now, you must have this one. The reason why is because it's unlike every other Old Forester in the market. There's something about this. It just screams. It screams cherry and cream. And it just, isn't there a song that's called Cherry and Cream? Or is it called, Peanut Butter Cream? I don't know. Point of the matter is, I don't even know what I'm saying about the song. What I'm saying is, this is a fantastic bottle. It's very hard to find, but $100. I paid about $115 for this. So for some of you, peaches and cream, somebody says, well, this doesn't have peaches. We could just say it doesn't have peaches, but it does have a creaminess that is insane. You won't find the creaminess. You won't find some of those notes till you get about almost to here with the whiskey, okay? And I do say that maybe in your second time, on the second day drinking this, you might still not like it. There's something about this bottle so unique. You have to let it air out. So for any of you that don't drink whiskey and you drink the first sip, it's not going to be the same. You got to drink it, okay? Drink it up. And then about maybe when you get to a month of it on your shelf or your bar, you should be good. It'll taste so much different, and it's everything you want in a whiskey. But it's a must-have. It's a must-have. Must-have, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to put this over here. Oh, we got two. Let's put this one over here. Boom. Put this over here. Let's put this right here. Another one, right? Oof. I don't even know how many people understand that. You really need a... Man, this thing. I can't wait to wear this. I'm going to wear this tomorrow again. The heat has completely gone away, so I'm probably going to wear something tonight. That's not this. And if you guys want to see the code, because there's some people that are very curious, there is a code. There is a code. 5062. I don't know if that makes there's anything for any of you. What a good bottle. What a good bottle. Anyways, good bottle. Cheap but goodie. Anyways, here we go. Let's start putting something on here. So the third whiskey I'm about to show you, this third whiskey, nobody talks about. There's literally nobody in the whiskey community talking about this, and it's a must-have. The next whiskey I'm about to show is the whiskey that has killed a lot of whiskeys on the blind. This next whiskey also killed Blanton's. This next whiskey also killed Audley. We're going to say Audley. This next whiskey actually on the blind that killed Colonel Hayes Taylor. Small batch. So, for a lot of you, the next whiskey it's going to be very hard for you to find. In Kentucky, they sell it for $36. Here in Florida and here in Miami, they sell this one for $60 to $100. This next bottle should be cheap if you find it for retail. But the next bottle, I don't even know if you guys know what it is. You guys know what it is? Bam! Pure Life, baby. Pure Life. That's what it is. Pure Life. Pure Life. Let's see how this Pure Life is. Oh, wow. This Pure Life is real good. That's the next one. No, I'm just joking. Ladies and gentlemen, third one. Ooh, you never thought of this one, did you? Old Bardstown. This is Estate Bottled as Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This is from the Willet. It's from the Willet Distillery. I know many of you can't find this, but for some of you, if you're lucky enough to find this, I'm going to say this, if you're lucky enough to find this, I will tell you, it's something that I will say it is probably one of the most underrated, excellent bottles in the world. People don't know about this, and that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's all right. People don't know about this. Let's put this sideways over here. Boom. Let's put it right here. Yeah, people don't know about this, and that's okay. We're gonna keep it like that. Now, the reason why this has beat, last time I remember, now, don't quote me on this. I have good memory, but don't quote me on this. Reason why this one beat some of the other whiskeys that I put this on a blind in is because this had, to me, that I remember last, this had a little bit of fruit, a fruity note, and a leather note. But I can't be 100% honest that this has that. I completely forgot. And I'm not the type of guy to go and look online to tell you notes. I have to taste it. And officially, the last time I remember drinking this, I put this on a blind with Blanton's. I put this on a blind with Colonel H. Taylor. There's a couple blinds that I put this on. I even put this on a blind with my favorite Maker's Mark. This one really won. It got number one. This is Bardstown, yes, Old Bardstown. The Estate Bottled. The Estate Bottled. There you go. You can see it. And this one over here, it is officially clocking at 101. 101. Now, why do they call this Bottled and Bond? Because it's an estate bottled, so they 101, you see the 101. This is classic, classic, classic. Classic, beautiful bottle, old school label. And I'm going to say this is everything you want in a Kentucky whiskey. Because Kentucky whiskey, you want something different. You want to taste the wood. You want to taste the features of those caramels and those brown sugars. Last I remember, this doesn't have brown sugar, but I could be wrong. Caramel, fruit notes, oak. And one of the main things on here that it had was, I believe it had a little bit of either tobacco. I think it had tobacco instead of leather. But the point of the matter is, this is clocking in at the third bottle on this stream. Do I prefer this one more than the Wild Turkey? Oof. This one will beat the Wild Turkey in a blind. This one might actually also beat the Old Forester 1924 10-year in a blind. When I say blind, I mean I'm pouring these in glasses without me knowing which glass is. This one might be doing that. So for some of you, if you do find that one, don't let it just walk away from you. Buy it. It's really, really a must-have. It's a must-have. And if I could go back in time again, I would say, oof, these are three bangers that I can say are bangers. Now that I said that, it's so hot out here, B. Young. Good to see B. Young in the chat room. B. Young said, sun is going down, might as well take a shot. I can't take a shot. It feels like an oven. You guys don't understand how humid it is down here. I don't even know how I can breathe. If you don't see my hands, I'm trying to wipe my hands. It is so hot out here. The sun has nothing to do with the extra amount of suction that sun is taken away from me. It's almost like there's no air out here. It's crazy. But it's like you open the oven. That's basically what it is. It's like you open the oven, and that's what I'm feeling. I'm going to take a cold shower after this, and I'm going to be very happy with that cold shower. I love cold showers. I don't know how many of you like cold showers. I know the ladies don't like cold showers. Ladies only. Women, Only take showers in high, high heat. They're evil. Women, they're evil, these women. The most diabolical humans are women. That's why they take hot, hot showers. They say the most dangerous animal in the world, yes, it isn't a lion, it isn't a killer whale, it isn't a dolphin, it isn't a shark, it isn't a monkey with rabies, it isn't a rhino, it isn't a rhino. The most diabolical animal in earth. It ain't a what is it called? Porcupine. It ain't a skunk. Oh, by the way, skunk. I just thought of that. My cousin got skunked once when I was a kid. I won't tell you that story today. We're not getting too many super chats. I'm going to say this. We could probably leave it for this week. Point of the matter is, the only animals on this world that's diabolical is a woman. She'll go crazy and kill you, man. And women like to take hot, steamy, 200-degree showers. Okay? 200-degree showers. Just going to say that right now. 200-degree showers. I can't. I have to take a cold shower, man. I got to take a cold shower. I got to take a cold shower. Anyways, we're going to put the Fort Whiskey on the stream. Fort Whiskey on the stream. You know when a woman, if you ever meet a woman, and if there's a red flag for some of you, all right? If she takes a shower, and there's a fog coming out of her bathroom into your living room or into the bedroom, and it's super hot. It's like a sauna. Be careful, my friends. You might have found the devil. My friends. Be careful. Cold is good. Anyways, Fort Whiskey. Must have whiskey. Fort must have whiskey. This is actually one of my favorites. Fort must have. Boom. Bing bong. Over here, Fourth. Okay, you guys are probably so sick of me showing Curly H. Taylor. Look, let's be honest out here, okay? Every community has its favorites. As a matter of fact, the favorites community thinks that Calvin Klein does some good stuff, right? Point of the matter is, I don't know what happened to my open bottle. But this bottle, to me, again, it screams excellence. $50 should be still the MSRP price, but I do know that the price on this bottle has gone up in price. 100% has gone up in price. And for some of you, I know you've seen this before, but for some of you around the world that just don't even know what the hell, never seen this before, what is it, a rocket? You put some fireworks in it, and you shoot it up. What is it, a pocket rocket? What is it, a pocket rocket? This is a whiskey. Let me show you. Let's show. Ah. And there we go. This is one must have. Now for some of you, I'm going to say this, for some of you, it kind of looks like a firework, doesn't it? You put the ball in here, right? You put the ball in here, right in here. Put it right there in the middle of the street, and you just light it up, and then it just blows up. Looks like a firework tube rocket. You heard that? I did that to my grandfather one time. So my grandfather, I don't know what he was thinking. He must have been on some wine. One day, I show up to the house. I was a kid. One day, I show up to the house, and he had a tube. He had a tube like this. I guess he was doing something. I don't know what he was doing in the garage. You know, the old people, they always love to be in the garage. Point of the matter is, my grandfather had a tube that was from here. It was literally from here all the way to maybe the fence, maybe a little bit more than the fence, right? So my grandfather, he told me, he goes, all right, hold this, hold this. I go, okay. And then at the end of the other side, well, he had the other side, which was open like this. It was a whole tube. It was a whole tube. So he was like all over there. And he goes, okay, can you hear me? I go, yeah. He goes, say something. I go, all right. So then in the tube, I don't know what I thought, but in my head I thought, oh, he's not gonna put his ear in the tube, right? So then I go, ah! I screamed so loud, he jumped up, he threw the thing on the floor, and I think he thought he was bleeding through his ear. He thought he was bleeding through his ear. I didn't expect him to put his ear on the side of the tube. But my grandfather must have not thought that I had a brain at the time, because my brain was smaller. Point of the matter is, that was the end of that game, and I thought it was funny, and I still remember that moment. I remember that he was mad at me for probably the whole week. I think he had to get an ear aid after that day. But the point of the matter is, these tubes are real long, and I'm gonna also say, shout out to my grandfather, R.I.P. Point of the matter is, Cornelius Taylor, it is definitely one of my favorites. Okay? One of my favorites. I can't tell you enough about this, but I can show you the bottle for some of you. You guys know, I mean, if you don't tell already. Oh, I think we have an empty one. Look, we got an empty one. It's his. There's an empty one. Wait a minute. There you go. There's an empty one over there. You guys see? Let's zoom in. Empty. Oh, look. Wow. Will you look at that? Wow. Empty. Anyways. Point of the matter is, this is a must-have. It's a must-have, all right? Huge shout-outs to April Neal in this stream. And huge shout-outs to all of you in the chat room. I appreciate all of you in the chat room being here. Don't forget, if you're watching right now, if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. We're 43 minutes in. I'm sweating my bejesus away. Anything that I'm thinking about right now just melted out of my head. It is so hot out here. Point of the matter is, this is a number 4 whiskey to definitely buy. I'm going to put this back in there. Oof. Ah. Oh. Over here, pour a cold one, Reaper. Oh man, pour a cold one, Reaper. You guys want me to drink? Let me just say, I honestly, it's so hot out here, I'm drinking water. I honestly can't explain to you, all of you, how hot it is. I don't know how I stream out here, but this has been breaking records. We've been breaking records of honestly how hot it is. And personally, I do want to drink a drink. What kind of drink should I drink? I think I have something there for myself. Cold water. Oof. I don't think cold water is going to help me. Room temp. This is the way to do it, okay? If you're a Marine, you know, Marines, Don't drink no cold water. It's room temp water or warm water. You chug it, boy. You chug it. Army, you know the drill. Just drink the damn thing. Man, it's so hot. Ladies and gentlemen, say this right now. Farm Kitty. This is room. Hell nah, room temp. Somebody says here, who is that? Farm Kitty says, by the way, she sent a $5 super change. Says, pour a cold one. Wifey, she love you. They're good best friends in the chat room. Point of the matter is, why do I drink room temp water? I learned a long time ago that I can't drink cold water. Cold water, you can't drink it as fast. Cold water, you can't chug it. You can chug room temp water, but I cannot drink cold water unless I really need it, right? If I'm freaking, like I'm hot right now, right? I'm gonna take a cold shower. My shower's gonna be so cold. The icicles in my refrigerator are gonna say, "What you doing, my man? That's for me." That's how cold my shower is gonna be. My shower is gonna be so cold. My gyms are gonna go from tennis balls to golf balls. All right, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Point of the matter is, we have 4 whiskeys on the stream. You guys want to see the 5th whiskey? You want to see the 5th whiskey? You guys are curious. Tangine to water. Somebody just said tangine to water. Who's the animal? Who's the animal to drink tagine? If you don't know what tagine is, it's a spicy Mexican thing. Tagine and water. That's crazy. That's crazy work. It's crazy work. Maybe I'm just the old man. Maybe I'm just the old man. I mean, that's just what it is. When I go to the stores, I got to check to see if the whiskey's good. Is the whiskey here? And I go to the stores, I got to check it. I got to check the bottles. Maybe that's what it is. I'm just an old man. Turkey's still there? Good. I just got to touch everything. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just an old man. Maybe that's why the Reaper officially. Maybe that's why it's empty. I can hear it. Nothing in there. Maybe that's why the Reaper officially, he's drinking room temp. I can't drink. I'm from hell, man. I'm from hell. You know what it is? I'm from hell. I live in hell, man. This is hell. I'm living in an oven right now. Crazy oven. I don't know why I'm tapping it. Point of the matter is, why did I put it back in there? Somebody's probably like, it has to be one person out of 1,000 people that are watching. They're going to say, why did he just put it back in here? It's because I'm going to take it upstairs and I don't want to drop it. If I drop it, I have a better chance if I drop it like this that it won't break. That's why I put it back in the box. Just like our whiskey glasses. I put it back in a box, which I could just take it in my kitchen. My kitchen's right over here, and I could just walk in, put it on the side. But if I drop this, then what? And I have to buy a new one. I don't like buying new stuff. Like if I already have it, I just don't like buying new stuff. All right, point of the matter is, the 5th whiskey. 5th whiskey. Okay, what do you guys think it is, the 5th whiskey? Must have. Now, this 5th whiskey, there's a reason why I put it on here. You need a star stunner, okay? You need a stunner. Like these whiskeys I just showed that are good. They're good. Their stunners are nice. But you actually need a stunner. You need one that's going to stun. It's going to stun on your guest. You know, you need one whiskey that's going to stun on your friend. You need a whiskey that, for the 5th whiskey, that's exactly what it is. You need a whiskey you take out. You have your uncle over, or you got your uncle over, or maybe your uncle, I don't know what the mother-in-law, I don't know. What do they call them? Just family members. There you go, my bad, like completely disconnected from family and disconnected from reality. Point of the matter is, when you have friends over, you have Donald Trump over, you need to stun on him, right? You need to stun on him. So how you gonna stun on him? You can't bring out low proof whiskey. You can't bring out these whiskeys. These whiskeys are like, they're good. They're good, but you need a stunner. You need something expensive. You know what I mean? You need something expensive. You need something with heat. You need something with power. You need something that's going to choke your gas. Choke your gas, and when after they're choked up, let me show you how they're going to be choked up. Oh, that's strong. Oh, boy, what you give me? Like that. You need to give them a stunner. Something that's going to stunt them, stunt their palate, stunt their throat, and make them say, wow, this guy crazy. He's drinking gasoline. You just need something like that. So I decided if there was 5 whiskeys, there has to be one that's going to be extra ordinary, right? And on that note, I'm about to show it, ladies and gentlemen, for the 5th one. For the 5th one, Garrison Brothers. Garrison Brothers, Balmoral, all right? Balmoral, whatever you call it. Point of the matter is, this is my favorite Texas whiskey out there. This is literally, it's the most divine double oaked whiskey in the market. This goes for about $200, and I can say I love this. There's no other bottle that I can say I could really show my friends or, somebody to impress somebody. If I wanted to impress somebody and choke them out without even putting my hands on them, I would go with Texas. I would go with 100% Texas. This is the bottle that I would go with. Texas goes big, and they're going to go big too. Ladies and gentlemen, Garrison Brothers, straight from Texas. Straight from Texas. This would be a bottle that I would put in. Yes, the must-have whiskeys. It also cool thing, it comes with this. Really cool, comes with this. Cool. They won officially. They won a prize in I think in the 2020 double gold winner. Now this is a gold winner. If you don't believe it, start believing it. This is really outstanding. Really outstanding. The cool part about this juice is that it's so rich, it's so good. And the one thing they do is they rebarrel it in a unique barrel. The barrel that they put it in, the barrel that they put this juice in is going to be smaller, and it's going to be very unique. They make sure to make it unique, and also they do spray it around the barrel with that color, just so that the master distiller and all the employees know that it's Balmoral, right? Point of the matter is, this is honestly one of my old-time favorites. And this one, there's a reason why I have it here. We're having it and putting it on the stream because it is an expensive whiskey. It is a star stunner. And it will stunt you big time if you're not doing the right thing. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the 5 whiskeys. 5 must-have whiskeys. If you haven't bought any of these whiskeys, start by buying the most inexpensive one. And the most inexpensive one, I think you all know which one that is. The most inexpensive one is Wild Turkey. Wild Turkey. And then at the back, Courtney H. Taylor. Oh, man, it's so hot out here. Oh, insanely hot. Wow. It's so hot out here. Holy Lord. Oh man, I'm so glad I'm not drinking whiskey, man. It's like my kidneys need water. It's so hot out here. Am I seeing a UFO? Wait a minute. Is that a UFO? What is that? You guys want to see what I see? What is that? That has to be a plane. Wait a minute. What is that? It's gotta be a plane. I'm not gonna even look. It gotta be a plane. I'm not gonna zoom in for all of you because I think it's a plane. Point of matter is Jason Kane. Good to see Jason Kane. Man, these whiskeys. 5 whiskeys I can say are my favorite. My favorite. I'm seeing to see if that's an alien. It's not an alien. That's a plane. Oof. It is so hot out here. Oh, look at this. Oof, this is a nice view. Nice view. What a view. What a view. Oof. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a second. Give me a second to breathe. Give me a second to breathe. It's getting hotter, man. I don't know why it's getting so hot. Man, good to see Jason Kane in the chat room. It's so hot out here. Holy Lord. All right, let me talk about all of these. Wild turkey, if you see it, the one to the right, that one is about 50 something dollars. They go for about $80 in some places. MSRP should be, wild turkey MSRP should be about $55. Also, Old Forester you see in the screen, which is Old Forester. I think you guys see it, right? You guys see it? This one over here. Oof, let me move this. Put it over here. At Old Forester. That Old Forester officially goes for about $115, $110. Over here, Jason King said, "What up? People I pass on the Old Bardstown all the time. Going to start buying them." This one actually is really good, but I'm going to just say this. I'm going to say this. If you don't put this in a blind, you never know how good this is. Okay? I'm going to say this for all of you. If you never, ever put this in a blind with other whiskeys, you'll never realize how good this is. This has literally beat every whiskey right here. It beat that one. It beat this one in a blind. And it's just phenomenal. It is phenomenal. Again, you can take a photo of this. 100, 101, 101, 101 proof. I think I'm getting bit up again. These mosquitoes don't quit, man. Ah! Oh, yeah, baby, yeah. Got him. Point of matter is, Old Forester, $115, $110. This one goes for, again, let me tell you the price. Some of you don't know, $36.99 in Kentucky. In Florida, this goes for $60 to $100. Okay? Farm Kitty says, "I'm out here mopping up them mosquitoes." Yes. This is the most expensive whiskey, which you guys already know. This one goes for about $180, $160, $200. About $200 with tax, this one, but this is really, really nice. And again, we have the one in the back that you've seen. Okay? Colonel Taylor Small Batch. It's just, you have to have it in your collection. These are just 5 whiskeys. Must have. If I was to go back in time and I was to tell myself to get these, I would tell myself to get these. There's so many whiskeys out there. If you go to the store, it's very hard to pick if you don't know about whiskeys. But these are definitely something you should definitely start looking for. And for some of you, the easiest one to find will be Wild Turkey, Kentucky Spirit. Old Bardstown might be easy, a little bit hard. Garrison Brothers, Old Forester 1924, and the Colonel Sailor, the 2 hardest ones to find at your store. But at the end of the day, let's just say this, okay? I'm hot out here. We got a little super chat from the ladies. I appreciate you 2 ladies. And for a lot of you watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I can take it anymore. We are officially an hour into this stream. An hour into this stream. All right? An hour in. We're a whole 60 minutes in. And ladies and gentlemen, I gave you 5 whiskeys. 5 whiskeys. And officially, for some of you, you should definitely have this, or you definitely should buy them. You should definitely just look for them. Put them on your list. These are 5 whiskeys that I can tell myself if I went back in the future and I told myself to get these, I would tell myself definitely get these. And at the end of the day, the only one that wasn't, this is the newest one, right? Only one was it back in the days. These were all available back in the days, right? But this is the newest one. But I'm just telling you right now, that one, you heard what I had to say about that Old Forester, so you could go rewind and see what I had to say. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to end the stream right now for all of you watching around the world. Let's give a huge shout-outs to the USA, U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force battling the aliens over there on the moon. We're 60 minutes in, and ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. It's so hot, Jason Kane, that my liver, my kidney, my ribs, my hips, my groin, my feet, my head, my ears, my eyes, my lips, my everything. I can't take this heat. It's so hot. It is so hot. Ladies and gentlemen, we showed you everything, and I hope you enjoyed this stream. Today, I will not be wearing this because the sun is officially down, but tomorrow I will be wearing this. I will be wearing this in the afternoon if it's super hot, just like it is. Eternity for Man Aqua is a good one. In a cheapie, I paid $30. What did I pay for this one again? If you've seen this, $25. Get yourself some nice glasses. I'm super happy with the pickup that I did. This 2 pickup costed me only about $55. I'm really happy with this pickup this weekend. I would recommend many of you, if you want to be happy, you got to make sure you got to go to the right stores, right? There's a lot of people that say that they're not happy with all the money they got. Well, guess what? They're not shopping at the right stores. That's what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are awesome. And we're going to have to end the stream now. I need to take a cold shower. It's so hot. Let me take off my... It's so hot. Let me take off my stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are awesome. And ladies and gentlemen, I will see you all tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow, same time, same place. Reaper Cooey, you know what time it is. We're number 1 for all of you watching around the world. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe. Get the membership if you have it. Get the membership. Some of these streams go to members only. You never know. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to take a cold shower. It is so hot, man. Jason Kane, I'll see you. April, I'll see you. 319, Clyde, I'll see you. For all of you, we also had Be Young. We also had Ash. We also had in the chat room somebody, Mama Celeste. Yes, Mama Celeste makes them pizzas. We also had a couple other people early in the stream. Good to see everybody. And don't forget for the 2 super chatters. Ladies, thank you so much. Reaper officially signing out. I'll see you all soon. Don't forget to see the short videos that I posted today.